Hello, hello, everyone. How is everybody today? I see lots of people in here already this morning. Angela, Sarah, Sam, Jennifer, Rita, Mishi, Mimi. Hello, Tammy. Not able to attend the live, but I'll catch the replay. That's fine, Tammy. You know you're always welcome here at the cottage. And Miss Denisha Blyther is here. Mrs. Blyther is here. I love all of you guys. And Marlena, thank you. Marlena, your things go out tomorrow, sweetheart. I'm mailing tomorrow again. Well, welcome to Miss C's cottage, the home of the Somebunny. And I'm Miss C, and I am what I am, and that's all what I am, and I'm okay with that. And I love each and every one of you that show up. You know, there's three kinds of people that have subscribed to my channel. The first category I call the recommendation group. And those are people who they've been watching someone they admire, and that person said, oh, if you don't know Miss C, you need to go over there and check her out. And so out of that recommendation, they've come over and subscribed to my channel. Some of those stay because they like what they say, and some of them I'm not what they're looking for, so they don't stay. Ravina, welcome in. And Jaden, welcome in. Special welcome to you this morning, Jaden. And Rita, welcome in, Rita. Oh, how nice, Rita. What a compliment. Beth, you didn't. You know what, Beth? When I first set my channel up, I set it up so that anybody can watch it, and that meant children, and somehow that messed things up. So what you need to do is to go back and unsubscribe from my channel and then resubscribe to my channel, and you should get the notifications then. And there's Nellie. Welcome, welcome in. And Bonnie's here. I always love it when Bonnie comes in. I know everything will run smoothly. The second category is those out of obligation. Channels that I have gone to and I like their content, so I subscribe to them. And some of them feel obligated to in turn subscribe to me. And some of those stay and some of them don't, because like I said, I'm kind of a niche doing the amigurumi. Not everyone does amigurumi, and certainly not everyone concentrates on Somebunnies and the things surrounding Somebunnies. So I probably lose some of those that have signed up out of obligation. And the third category, which is I put number one, is those who have found me some way and they like what they see, and they like what they do when they're here, and they like how they feel when they come into the cottage, and they like me, and they participate in what goes on here, and they stay. Those are the ones that stay, and those are ones that are important to me, because if you stay, you become my family, because my heart is so full of God's love that I can't help but love you. So I want to say special hellos this morning to those who have joined my channel in June, and even up until the 5th of July, someone just joined. I'm going to include them in June's, but I'll tell you which one. Russ, It's Raining Yarn, Critters Crochet, Zoila, she joined in June. Gone Crocheting, which is Lisa, Angela Wright, Rita Pacheco, Sally Stevens, Alley Cat Crochet by Kimberly, Jolene Larson, Jaden, who I said earlier, welcome in, Jaden, Diana Pulido, Jennifer Kuhlman, Brenda Vallon, Mary Rowland, and on July 5th, Sharon Tippett joined. She's my last joiner. So welcome, 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 Sharon. And blessings on all of you for coming and for staying. And there's Margie. Good morning, Margie. Good morning, Pam. There's Angela. Angela joined in June. And Lulu, my Cindy Lulu. Pebbles Pico. I should know that name. I think I looked it up before. And there's Faith Louise. Uh-oh. You know, I had to move some things around. And I'm afraid that... I'm afraid to do too much poking here because I'm going to lose stuff. I don't know what I've done with that book, so it's just going to have to be Pebbles Pico. You know me, we're kin. Are you a camel or a McCoy or a... Oh, Pebbles, I'm so sorry, and I don't have my book, and I don't remember. Today's a day. And Sherry Reynolds, welcome in. Okay, Pam. Paula Muldford's here. Good, good. Yeah, she's a camel. Okay. I'll just go with a Cassie Campbell. She didn't pronounce the B either. She pronounced it camel, like Pam does, camel, in the bathtub. Oh, boy. How was everybody's 4th of July? I hope you had a good one and a safe one. I think my best 4th of July was when I lived in Ocala, and there's a small lake. It's not really a lake. It's more like a big pond. But every year, it's next to the fire department. So every year, the fire department would shoot off fireworks over that pond, that lake. And we'd all go down and take our blankets down to the park and lay on the blankets and watch the fireworks go. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. But we don't do much up here at the home. A couple people in the neighborhood shot off fireworks, so we heard the bangs, but it really wasn't a very gung-ho, happy birthday USA kind of a year. Bonnie, Denisha's busy with other things. Samantha's here. I did not say hi to you, Samantha, because I hadn't seen you come in. I must have been talking. But hello, Samantha Stewart, my favorite person. I'm behind in the chat, and I will get to you. I had to laugh. I was going back to start my Somebunny when you came on live. I love it when you tell me that you're making Somebunnies, because those are close to my heart. And I love it when you send me pictures. But don't forget to send your pictures also to Sanita. She's the one that will put them in the slideshow for the month. And then I've got to get something on this. Let's see what I can do here. I have a chair. It's an old wooden desk chair, and it's got arms on it. But this morning didn't start out well, and I spilled my coffee all over my desk. So my doodle pad on my desk is kind of soggy, and my arm sticks, so I have to get a pillow. You want to make a bunny for a baby. Samantha, I would say use a size 3.75 or a 4.0 hook, and a DK weight, number 3, and it'll make it a little bit smaller and just baby size. Yarn Works and Crafts and More by Lydia. Welcome, or good morning, Miss C, and everyone in the chat. Hello to everyone in here. Well, hello to you too, Lydia. And Shirley Bain, good morning. Oops, never cry over spilled coffee. I'm not crying. I'm just probably kind of frustrated with myself because it went all over everything. And I had this pretty little turquoise shirt. Oh, excuse me. I've worn black for a month for out of mourning for a friend, and the month is up. And so I put on a different shirt today, pretty close to the color of the background, maybe a little lighter than the background color that you see, and spilled coffee all over it. So it's out in the sink soaking. Yeah, it's such a waste of caffeine. All right, I think Cynthia Bailey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I think I got everything out of the way this morning already, so we can go right into Bunnies in the Meadow. We are making a new blanket. It's one that you're going to get tired of me tired of hearing me say this. A Tunisian somebody? Oh, Shirley, you are brave. I would need to see a picture, and be sure and send a picture of that to Sanita, because she'll put that in the slideshow for the end of the month. And then all of those that are made this month of July will go in the July slideshow and the last day. And then you have an opportunity to get your name on the wheel for each item that you send in, whether you do a blanket or a bunny or I think somebody, whatever you make pertaining this channel, and put on your name will go on the wheel. And when Sanita spins the wheel, you have an opportunity to win a Miss C's Cottage cup. I I haven't tried Tunisian, and I do owe that to Michael because he's such a good teacher. I have thought about making one out of the moss stitch. Oh, I've got to wait 45 minutes, Bonnie. You torture me. Oh, that's right, Michelle. You're in Texas? Are you on the Gulf Coast in Texas? Sharon Tippett. Yes, I just welcomed you in, Sharon, as the newest member to the Somebody's Misty's Cottage. You joined in July 5th, and welcome in, welcome in. You can go to Somebody Sunday number 18. I think that's where we started to learn to make the Somebunny. And I want to tell you today, for those of you who would like, I have printed up printed patterns of how to make a Somebunny, and printed patterns on how to make a Somebunny in the Meadow blanket. So if you would like either or both of those, send me an email, misscottage@gmail.com. Oh, you're in Houston. Okay. Yeah, you better button up the hatches, baby. Susan Burke, hello. If you would like it, send me a Gmail and I will mail them out to you. I probably could figure out a way to send you back an email with the attachment, but I am not tech savvy. And I'm not going to shackle Sanita with that one because she does so much for me. Samantha, you really need to pay attention. You really need to pay attention. I ask you if you would like to have a Somebunny pattern or the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket pattern. If you would like either or both of those, please Gmail me. You know what, Susan, at this point, I want everyone in the whole world to have a Somebunny. And so whether you're a member or not, whether you have subscribed, I don't have members. I have subscribers. I'm not monetized, so I don't have members. The only thing you have to give me 3 times a week, if you're available, is your love. That's all I ask for. I don't want any money. I just want your love. I just want you to keep coming back. I want you to keep making Somebunnies, and I want you to keep giving those Somebunnies out to people who need to know that somebody loves them. And there's so many people out there who just look around. They're all walking around with creases in their brows, and they need to know somebody loves them. And all you have to do is stick a basket in the back seat of your car. And when you see somebody that looks grumpy, and just walk up to them and say to them, look, I'm so and so, and I make Somebunnies. And I don't know what kind of a day you're having, but it looks like it might not be real good. And it might be that you need to know that somebody loves you. Could I give you a Somebunny? And I'm telling you, they will grab that Somebunny and they will hold it and just sob. Some of them, some of them might look at it and say no thanks, and that's okay, because that's not the one that God sent you to. That's one that you chose. But God will tap you on the shoulder and say that one there, for whatever reason. Hello, Gloria. Gloria, I messed up on your address, so your yarn did not go out, but it goes out tomorrow. I put 2 T's. No, I put an E in Matson. I put an Matteson, and it the postal person was a new one and wasn't working with me, because the other ones that I know, Rachel always like, did you mean this? And I'll say, yeah, I must have, and so she'll. Anyway, I will mail it out tomorrow. 2 o'clock here. Ooh. MDL, is Michael here? Oh, Michael. Hello, 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 my sweetheart. Michael's my son. He lost his mom a month ago, and so I adopted him. So he's mine now. He and Nino. Matteson is correct? Well, he wouldn't take it. I don't know. Okay, I'll check it again. Sunita, can you drop Miss C an email? Can you drop Miss C's? Oh, my email is Miss C's Cottage, just like on the screen, without the apostrophe. Don't put the apostrophe in, and you don't need capital letters. It's just mscscottage@gmail.com. There's my KK. I have to get on the computer. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it today, okay? I just told him. It's Miss C's. Well, I can do that, I think. Let me see if I can do that. How about that? mscscottage@gmail.com. There you go. Yeah, it just came through, Samantha. Thank you. Bonnie, I love you so much. Okay, let's get started on this, okay? I'm going to show you. Oh, I did put up on my community tab the first couple rows. So I hope that those of you who are going to try this blanket, have already done your chains and your first 2 rows of double crochets. If not, it's okay. Post-hospital meds, groggy fog. You know what, Pebbles? You can put out a blanket hello. Matteson. Well, that's what I thought it was, but okay. Well, we'll get it out tomorrow, one way or the other. We'll get it out tomorrow. Can't start any more blankets. No, Samantha. I did say to you that I don't know, maybe you can post a picture of the patterns Miss C has on the community tab to save her some postage. I'm sure you're probably working on it. I don't have a picture for it, but oh boy, my phone is just popping off. Samantha can't start any more blankets until she finishes her cottage core, her Tunisian. Do you have a Tunisian going? She's got about 3 or 4 going, a baby blanket and a ripple and all kinds of stuff. Okay, working on the back bumps for the chain. Okay. If you're new here, or if you haven't started yours, I'm going to flip over to the other camera and we'll start. Are you ready? Everybody ready? I am. May try the blanket, but I didn't start it. I did do a 3-hour live last night in my first giveaway live. Wow, Nessa, I missed that one. Haven't seen a picture of the blanket. I will do better than that. This is the blanket. This is the blanket. This is the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket. This yarn was dyed special for me by Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Creations. And I asked her to build me a meadow with some flowers in it. And you can see here are the bunny tracks. So all this is 2 rows of double crochet. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 rows of double crochet and then the pattern, 2 rows of the pattern, and 4 rows of double crochet and the pattern. And that's what we're going to be making. And then I put a 5-row half double crochet in the back loop border on it. And you can choose any color you want. Now, Christine Abrams tested the pattern for me, and she did hers all in white. She did Pound of Love in all white. I'm telling you, it came out beautiful. And then she used hey, Kimmy. You know what? Any will do. Any will do. And I'll show you what I mean. This one was dyed special for me because I wanted it to look like a meadow with some maybe patches of dirt, but I wanted some color in it also. And I think you can see the somebody got in my computer and oh, I don't like it when this happens. Okay, I think you can see the colors in it. There's some red, and here's a bit of yellow in it, and some orange. Anyway, that's that. Here is another one that is just a solid green. And it is just as pretty. And this is made out of a cotton. And I wanted to test the pattern out before I gave it out. So I started this one. with my chain and 2 rows of double crochet and then started the pattern. And this is, I love this yarn, 100% acrylic in the color Pale Aqua Gradient. So I'm thinking you can use any color you like. I would suggest a solid or something subtle, not a stripe. A gradient would be pretty. But if you get a yarn that's too busy, I don't think the pattern is going to show up in it as well. Today I'm going to be using Premier's Anti-Pilling DK Weight Batik. And this one is a green colorway. It's green and yellow, and it is called Lucky Duck. Funny name for a bunny blanket. But all right, I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to turn on the other camera. You like it, Sandy? Is Mara here? Hello, Mara. Welcome in. You know, it always amazes me, and it just fills my heart with sunshine and love when people that I admire come to my channel. The people who I think are the big guys, and they come to my channel to see me because I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And it just amazes me that so many people are here, and so many people who have their own channels and big followings are here also. It's mind-boggling. Okay, let's moving right along. Go to settings, go to camera, switch cameras to the webcam. All right. Okay, you can see here that I have started my chain and worked in the back bump and done the first row. And I'm going to frog this out so that I will be where you are. Because this is a very, very easy blanket to do. And like I said, if you're going to use like the Snuggly Wuggly, if you want to use Snuggly Wuggly for yours, you'll need 2 skeins of yarn. There is 446 yards in this Snuggly Wuggly. And it's a DK weight. It's a 3, lightweight 3. This one is soft cream, and it would make up really pretty. Especially if you were going to do a cream colored bunny to go with it, and maybe with the flex in it, that would be really pretty. And I have three cakes of this. This is anti-pilling acrylic, and it has 383 yards. I don't think I'm going to need all 3 of them, but I will need more than 2 because that would only give me, it's less than 800, and I think we take a little more than 800 yards to do it. I'm not sure about the DK weight, because this is the first one I will have made in DK weight, so we'll see. Okay, once you get your 2 rows of double crochets finished, I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to put this down a bit if I can get it down. I think I've got it in the right position now. How many weeks? Oh, 27 weeks. This is Somebunny Sunday 27. So yeah, I think I've got it in the right position now. You're going to chain one and turn your work. And I like to turn it like a page. Turn the page. And you can do this. I don't know if you want to do a stacked double, if you want to just, I like to pull up a loop, yarn over, go into that first double, yarn over, go in two, yarn over, go in two. That's how I do mine. You are free to do yours however you like. Okay, I am not going to say avoid, but I am going to get a stitch marker out. And I am going to put a stitch marker in here. Well, fumble fingers this morning. You know, some mornings these fingers don't work real well. And I am going to put a stitch marker through that long stitch that I pulled up, because that is the one I want to be using. All right, now here comes the fun part. I think, yep, here comes the fun part. That is number one. So we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you want to stop at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to chain 1 and skip 1. We're going to yarn over and go in this one. So this stitch is 8. This chain 1 is 8. This double crochet is 9. And we're going to do one more chain and skip. And that's 10. Then we're going to start here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is why I say this is so simple. Anyone can do it if you can count to 10. And remember, you've got 10 fingers, and if you're using them crocheting, you can use your toes. You've got 10 of them also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. And we start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, and you do that all the way across. And this is the first row of your pattern. Oh, Sister Susie. Yes, because we're doing this in, it's a pattern of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we start out again, 7 through 10. You're going to do a pattern of 10, and you want to end with this 7. You want to end with 7 on the end so that you've got 7 on both ends. So it's a pattern of 10 plus 7. You decide how many groups of 10 you want for the width of your blanket. It can be 110 plus 7. It can be 120 plus 7, which is what I'm doing. It can be 130 plus 7. It can be 140 plus 7. Whatever, however wide you want it to be. Oh, good, Samantha, working on your baby blanket. Good. Hey, Dory Doodles. Margarita served at noon Central, which is about 20 minutes. I'm keeping track. Ooh, who are we talking about? High and mighty. I love Miss C's channel too. So nice and calming to come here and listen. Love your soothing voice, Miss C. I love you bunches. I love you bunches too, Lulu. You are a treasure. Ah, Zach is here. My man Zach. How was your movie the other night? I want to know. Keeping up. Oh, good. Who is Tank? Ellen. Tank is my sister Susie. I love to crochet. She, I think, was a truck driver, and so a lot of people call her Tank, but I call her Sister Susie because I love her bunches. No, no bad stuff in here. Oh, your sister-in-law. Okay. Shell, you are never late, sweetheart. You are right on time. We have chained 127, or groups of 10 plus 7, double crocheted 2 rows, and we're now on the pattern row, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, skip 1, 9, 10, skip 1. And then we start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All good children go to heaven. 8, skip 1, 9, and 10, skip 1, and then start over. If you can count to 10, you can make this blanket. You got to watch Dory. She's real quiet. Just some bubbles, that's all. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And another 7. I put stitch markers down here in my chain so that, and I mark them off at 25 so that I can count to 100 because I get lost in the meantime. That's what those are for. And I can take them out now. Oops, double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 7. 8. Skip 1, skip 8, hit 9, and 10. Skip 10. And then we start out with the 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another thing I love about this channel, do you, Angela, do you put the numbers in so you were gonna go to the movies with a friend, I think Saturday night, Zach. I like stitch markers. I really do. You can do them every 10 or every 20 or every 25. I'm so glad you're working on your baby blanket, Samantha. That means a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Skip 1, 9, and 10. 1, 2, oh, come on. Maybe I need a bigger hook. I have found some new hooks. I was given one in a win that I won. I usually don't enter wins because I don't need yarn, and I feel guilty if I enter it and I win and I don't really need yarn. So I feel guilty because I know there's so many people out there that really need the win. And so I usually don't. But the win included a hook, and it's a bamboo hook. I don't know who makes it. But what I like about it is this shaft on it is so short. And I'll show you what I mean. There's that one. There's this one. Oh, they're about the same, aren't they? From this line to this line, they're about the same. But some of these hooks have a longer shaft. And I really like this shorter shaft on it. Anyway, these bamboo, and they're flat. And I hold mine like a knife. So I like this nice flat surface anyway. And I kind of choke up on the shaft. So this works just, it's just the perfect hook for me. For me. If you have problems with the hook that you have, you might want to try it. But I'm not going to say go out and buy these because they're wonderful, because they may not be wonderful for you. Now I have to get used to this size. This is a 4.5. I was using a 4. We'll see how this one works out. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. Let's see what we've got in here. I have to show you these. This is a new thing I've come up with, and I like it. I had a big round black paintbrush, plastic paintbrush holder that held all of my crochet hooks in order, and it was so huge that I had, oh, now I'm not finding what I want. There's a 4. Is that what I want? 4? Yeah, I want a 4. It had all my, it was big enough that it held all my clovers, and the next ring up held all my tulips, and the next ring up held, oh, like scissors and my box cutter, and I have a really way cool tool that extends open, but it's got a magnet on the end of it so you can pick up your needle when it falls on the floor. And see, this is small, so I need to, maybe I do need the 4.5. Well, foo-fa. I'm gonna have to hunt for my 4.5 then. And so I took them out of there because it was just taking up way too much space on the counter. So I decided, well, what am I going to put my hooks in then if I can't put them in a, if I can't put them in the, in that, what do I put them in? And wouldn't you know, I went out in the kitchen and I found the syrup jar. We haven't had pancakes for a long time. So I put them in this syrup jar. And it works. And then I put all of my, I found a smaller one, and I put all my bamboo hooks in this one. So that works too. So I guess I'll go back to the 4.5 since I can't find my, I'll go back to the 4.5. I hope I don't confuse you. Dolly's here. Hooking good, Tina. Samantha, you know how busy Dawn is. Please don't bother her about that. She'll get it out when she gets it out, sweetheart. That's the exciting part about Happy Mail, is waiting for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are we? Oh, no, we've gone way too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this I can see is way too big, and I'm too loose today. So let's go back to the 4. I am going to confuse all of you guys today. 1 bunny dawn or oh, we only have 4 minutes. Woohoo! Well, wrong clock. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We have 8 minutes. I like salt on the top of mine, Bonnie, if you could do that. That would be great, Samantha. But now you just have to sit tight. And my love, KK, is here. How are you doing, KK, this morning? Remember, his mercies are new every morning. There's Alana. Welcome in, Alana. Salt on the margarita. Bonnie's making margaritas for us today, but not until 12 o'clock noon Central Time. But I can't tell Elmo. He doesn't really like us to have alcohol in our rooms. He thinks we're going to go overboard. You know how directors are. A little better. Good. I'm glad. Frozen on the rocks, and they'll all have salt on them because the margarita is nothing without the salt. That's right, Bonnie, my girl. Sanita is the managing editor to this channel, and she takes over when I mess up. Let's see, I've just messed up, Sanita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get excited about margaritas and I quit counting, but I don't want 7 margaritas. Samantha, take a deep breath and count to 10. Everything's will be all right. Good morning, Faith Louise. Good afternoon, Faith Louise. Okay, it's okay, Sanita. I 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had too many, so I just did them out. 8, skip 1, 9, and 10. And then we start over. Oh yeah, this is going so much better. 2, 3. I do have to count. If I don't count, I mess up. 6 and 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Skip 1 and start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to skip one, and if I've done it right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not do it right. 6, 7. And I have 2 stitches left, and that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do those 2 stitches because I am not taking out 4 rows. Okay, is everybody at the end? Nancy Mack is here. Somebody in the Meadow pattern we're doing today, Nancy. Oh, Nessa. No, who's been sick? Oh, KK. Yeah, she has been sick at heart and sick and 6. Okay, Nancy Mack, the Meadow, the somebody in the Meadow blanket. Thank you, Nessa, for explaining that to her. Mac, the pattern starts on my community page. It is a chain of 127 or 137. Will you make me a cup while you're making? Thank you very much. It's 127 or 137 or whatever set of 10 that you want for your width for your blanket, and then 7 to end in 7. And you double crochet in the back in the back bump, and then a second row of double crochet, and then we start the pattern. And the pattern is, like I said, your pattern of 10. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is a chain skip. 9 is a double crochet. 10 is a chain and skip. And then we start all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the first row of your Somebunny in the Meadow pattern. You ready? Suzanne is ready. I love you too, Mac. Yeah, extra prayers for KK this week. It won't take you long to catch up. It is very well, you know, because you do that on your channel too, but it is really difficult to focus on this and try and focus on the chat. And oh, thank you, Bonnie. I will tell him hello. He is bringing me a cup of coffee. He just shut my door to let me know that he's doing some he buys coffee beans in the bag, and then he fresh grinds them every morning for us here. And so he just, apparently we've had a run on coffee this morning because he's lost my train of thought. He is grinding coffee right now, so he shut my door so we wouldn't have that noise. He's a very thoughtful director. Foundation chain. Yes, you can do a foundation chain instead of the chain in this pattern. Just make sure you have a total of 127 chains when you're finished. You need that for this pattern. Did you? Good, Samantha. It must be getting big by now. Oh, Tina, I love you too. I'm so glad you're here. The people that come here, like I said earlier, some came of obligation because I subscribed to their channel. They felt like they needed to subscribe to mine. And that's good. But not all of those are going to stay. And then there's the ones that came by recommendation. Oh, I had 86 people. I went to bed, and the next morning that evening, Juan shouted me out. Juan, the yarn addict, he said, because I had sent him a Somebunny. He said, if you don't know Miss C, you need to go over and check her out. She has a big heart, yada, yada, yada. The next morning, my lovelies, I had over 1,000 people just on Juan's recommendation. Now, as well as I know, that not all of those people are going to stay because I don't do what Juan does. I am not Juan. I don't have his personality. I don't have his yarn stock. I don't have his talent. I don't make the things that he makes. I am a concentrated channel on Somebunnies and Somebunny accoutrements. And so not everybody is going to stay. And the ones that come that I love the most are the ones that come that find me and like what they find here, because they're the ones that are going to stay. I'll tell him, Dory. Okay, I'm catching up. Oh, Bonnie's making margaritas. Woohoo! Oh, shoot. And I just asked Elmo for a coffee. Well, you know what? I have a candle warmer that I set my cup on and it keeps my coffee warm. So I'm doing the margarita first. Thank you. And Bonnie said, no, wait, let me go back and make sure I'm telling you the right one because I forgot already. Dory said she'd like a cup with just cream and no sugar. Please.
Oh, okay.
He said, oh, okay.
You want a regular cup or a Jagunda cup?
Dory, do you want a regular cup? Do you want a regular cup or a Jagunda cup?
We have 4, 6, 8, 12, and 64-ounce cups.
We have 12, 4, 6, 8, and 64-ounce cups.
I drink the 64-ounce cup.
Elmo's got the 64, but you're welcome to you're welcome to any of the other sizes. Oh, love my you. Word. There's Demi. I'm at 15? No way. Almost to 15? Where do all you people come from? KK would like the 64-ounce with cream, please. She needs it today. And Shirley would like... Oh, my. Sunita would like a 24. Shannon would like a 64. Angela's drinking margaritas.
I just broke the 24-ounce cup.
All right, guys, it's all here on the sideboard. He just brought a tray in. Help yourself. We're missing thumbs? Rachel Starcher, I love you. No alcohol for you, Melanie J. You're a good girl on Saturday. 8 ounce for Dory. 8 cups. Welcome to Elmo's Coffee Bar. Leave your tip at the door. Yeah, along with your shoes. Oh, I'm trying to catch up here. Sherry would like 64 with sugar and hazelnut creamer. I'm all out of hazelnut. I'm so sorry, Sherry. We went to Aldi's the other day and they had it, but I didn't get any. Okay, I'm going. We love you, Miss Dean. You're a ray of sunshine. You know what I am? I'm like that shoot at McDonald's. The kids get in the top and they just go right out the bottom. That's the way I am. I'm just a hollow circle, just shooting God's love out. Drive home after the where? Oh, from here, Slanita, from the cottage. Well, the margaritas are out on the counter. You had a wet weekend. Did you get moved? Scraptastic. That's Amanda. Amanda, did you get moved? Shell, I'm so glad to see you here. You know what? I had a Bailey's the other day. Elmo pushed us out on the deck, and we got to sit out there for maybe 20 minutes because the mosquitoes came in. But it was just nice to sit and sip some Bailey's. Alana, he does. I think we should go back to probably Walmart has them, huh? Or the party store. Oh, Samantha, should you be drinking coffee? Melanie, Rachel, I think I've said hello to everybody. Oh, I'm so glad you like the coffee. No chip and dip today, Sunita. Sorry. Might be pretzels. Oh, I think I took the pretzels out of here. They're just so easy to snack on. I'm going to need a taxi. Oh, I love you guys. Okay, I'm sure everybody has caught up. You see, that's another thing that God does is he just sends those out at just the right time with just the right story to hit just the right person, and his love works. Love the rainbow cake you made. Oh, Bonnie's cupcakes. Oh, she makes great unicorn cakes. Still wearing the ring. I'm still wearing the ring Sister Susie sent me. All right, I am all caught up. Hello, hello, hello to everybody. Nana Michelle came in. Hello, Nana Michelle. Oh, the scrap cake from Scraptastic. Okay. Juan does that too. I don't know about that. I have my own opinions about that yarn. Okay, let's get back to crocheting. And we have finished the last stitch on this row, which was the front. Actually, it's the front feet, the front toes. We come to the end, and you can see I've got my stitch there. I'm going to chain one, and I like to turn mine like a page in a book. So I'll turn my work, and I pull up my loop. You can do it whatever way you want. You can go in and do a single crochet, pick up this first loop, pull through one, and then go through two, and I think that's called a stacked single. You can do it that way if you like. It doesn't really matter to me. So we're going to start back on the completion row for our pattern. We're going to do 1. Now you're going to do 7. I'm going to do a couple more because I put in more stitches than I should. But you're going to stop right when you get to this one. Okay? Stop at this last, which should be your 7th one. And here's where you can get in trouble. If you miss a stitch and you're not counting, or like this, if you're really close and this looks like a big one, you're going to skip and go over here and you can mess up. So be really careful about these next stitches. Okay, we're going to put a double crochet in this one, which is our 7th from the last row. Okay, 8 is going to be this one, this chain skip. We're going to put a double crochet in 8. 9 is this double crochet from the last row. We're going to do a chain 1 and skip this. And then 10 is going to go in this chain. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's your repeat pattern. We're going to start over again on this one is 1, 2. Let me pull out some yarn. I'm going to set this down here on my footstool so that the yarn comes up and is easier for me to pull. It's less on my shoulders. Okay. 1. This is 1. I want you to recognize where you are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Panda, is my Nino here? Unicorn cakes on the table on the left and margaritas on the table on the right with, chips and salsa and guacamole. Wow, you brought the whole schmear. What can't you see, my dear? Do I need to come out a bit? Okay. Yes, there is, Mac, and if you would like the pattern, you can Gmail me at missccottage@gmail.com. And I have both the Somebunny pattern written out, if you would like it. I'll send you one of those. And I also have the Somebunny in the Meadow blanket. If you would like that, I will send you a pattern. All you have to do is send me a Gmail. And I will mail it out to you, or I will try and figure out how to send it as a link, not a link, an attachment. Yes, Alana, I do. I do have the finished Somebunny in the Meadow pattern blanket. It is here. This is the border on it. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 row border. And this is the pattern. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1, 8, 9, 10, another 7. And now we're coming back this way doing 7, 1 in the first hole, skip 1, chain 1, 1 in the second, and then starting out 7 again across. And that's what it looks like. You can see the pattern. Those are the bunny feet in the meadow. And I just do 3 in the corner to go around the corner. And I pulled out colors from the blanket I thought would go with it to do my border. Christine Abrams is the one who tested the pattern for me, and she did a white blanket out of Pound of Love, Lion Brand Pound of Love. And Shell, that yarn was hand dyed for me for this blanket from Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Crochet. I asked her to envision a meadow and dye me some yarn, but you can use any. This yarn that I'm working on it's a cake of Premier. DK, and it is the batik colors. Oh, that's backwards, isn't it? That's the yarn I'm using. The light is shining on it so badly that you can hardly see the colors, but it's a beautiful green and yellow and white. I thought it would make a nice meadow. You can use something that fades one color into another. What do they call that when it starts out one color and goes lighter and lighter and lighter? It's not called fade, and I said it earlier, but I don't remember now. Ombre, an ombre. Oh, yes. You know what, though? I have a skein of yarn that... Now, hang on a doggone minute. I just saw that skein of yarn, and I thought I pulled it out. I did. Yeah, I don't know whether this would work or not. This is a mosaic. Does this work better? Mosaic Premier, Mosaic. No, it's still backwards, isn't it? Anyway, I don't know whether that would work or not. That might be too much color. But if you've got something with a fleck in it, flecks would work. Maybe something like this with the flecks in it. Or dots. I just got some cotton sprout speckles. I'm going to try it with this yarn and see if this will work up, because it's mostly solid, but it's got these colors in it. I want to try this one for a cotton. This has got 184 yards, 194, so almost 200. And I got 4 of these. So I figured 2, 4, 6, 8 might be enough. If it's not quite enough, I'll put a border on it, and it'll work for a preemie blanket anyway. Okay, meanwhile, back on the farm, back in the meadow. I'm glad you're here, Lulu. How are you feeling today, sweetheart? I think a speckle, but you don't want to get anything that's too intricate. You know, you might not be able to see the bunny feet in there. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We have starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. 7. And then this row, we're going to do 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10 is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to start our 7 again. 1, well, I've been working on bunnies and I do single crochets and then I go to this and it's doubles and I forget. And it's just the way when I go back to a bunny, then I start wanting to do double crochets on a bunny. Although I think I'm going to try a bunny and a moss stitch. What do you think? Nessa, you play around with things like that. Do you think I could do a bunny and a moss stitch? Bonnie, are you going to make a Taylor Swift dress? Oh, I think Dolly had hers on last night. Yeah, I think if it was too confusing, too chaotic, um, the yarn, you'd lose your pattern in there. You think it would be? Yeah, I think it would be okay. I'm going to try it the next one I make. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm lying to you. 8 is a double crochet. 9 is a chain 1, and 10 is a double crochet in the chain 1 space below. And then we go back to the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are you doing, Sarah? Are you keeping up? Am I confusing you, sweetheart? Thank you, Nancy. Oops. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to 8, 9, 10. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dawn looks stinking cute in anything that she wears. 7, 8, 9 is your chain 1, and 10 is your last double crochet for that pattern of 10. And then we start over again. 1, 2. This is a really easy one. This is what, I think it's Christy at Crochet Creations by Christy. She calls this a potato chip blanket because you can, it's a chippy. You can watch TV, eat potato chips, and do this blanket and never get lost because it's so easy to do. You don't really have to pay a lot of attention except when you get to the holes and you need to count. As long as you're counting in groups of 10, you're okay. And in one row, you're 8, 9, 10, is a chain, a double crochet, and a chain. In the next row, it's a double crochet, a chain, and a double crochet, just the opposite. So if you know, it's just really a fairly easy pattern to do. There we've come to 7 again. So we're going to do 8, 9, and 10, because this row is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the pattern. And then we go back to 7. We go back to 7 doubles. Make sure that you don't count this as number 1, because actually this is number 10. So this one is number 1. Paula, that sounds interesting. You could call yours a bunny in the fen. A fen is another name for a swamp. I learned that from my crossword puzzle book. Do you think it's the dress? Yes, Shannon, she did make it and she wore it last night. Do you think it's the dress that's the attraction, or do you think it's Taylor Swift? That's okay, Samantha. I know your hands get kind of tired and cramped. Why don't you do some exercises? Okay. Just calm them down a bit. Taylor Swift, yeah. It's the dress, Michelle says. It's really cute and it looks fairly simple to do. I think I'd look like Baby Beluga in it, but it is pretty and it's beautiful on Dolly. 8, 9, 10. Really? Oh, so she bought a crochet dress and it's the color that everybody has to have. Okay. Dolly, did you make yours the same color as Taylor's? Dolly, you know the okay, you know the spots between the granny clusters? My fat would be oozing out those holes. Yes, Samantha, my hands do, and my arms. Peach, lilac, lemon, and light brown. And Sunita says, no, blue. Shannon, you can go to her channel, and she was in a live last night. You can catch the live. She's sitting there with Jerry and Jamie Marie and Cliff. I believe it was Cliff. No, I don't want it in a different color. I want it just like Taylor Swift's, because in my brain, I think if I wear that dress, I won't look like ugly old me. I will look like Taylor Swift. Sweetheart, you are who you are, and that's all who you are, and that's good. It's the perfect way God made you. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, did she put it in the community tab? She's pretty smart about stuff like that. I have to count on Sanita to do all my stuff for me. She's my creative person. 8, 9, 10, and off to the 7s. Oh, the pattern for the dress. Okay. Soon as I finish what you're working on, I'll start making the blanket. Okay, it's real easy, Paula. God made you exactly. No dress person changes that. That's right. We are what we are, and he did the best job with us that he can, and he's perfect. We may not be perfect because of our thoughts on the inside of our head make us less than perfect, but God made us perfect. It's what we do with us that makes the difference. So it's somewhere, but I wasn't able to make the live. That's okay. She's not hopping to change her. Oh, good. She just wants everything Taylor's. You know what? I never encountered that, Bonnie, because I don't know because let's see, who was it? Everybody had to have jeans by Gloria Vanderbilt with the swan on the pocket. When you start your row in the back up, do you skip one? When you start your row in the back up, do you skip one? I'm unclear as to what you're asking me. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 goes through the hole. Whoops, yarn over through the hole. I'm doing a double crochet. Chain 1, and you skip this one, and you do a double crochet in the second window, and then you start your 6 or your 7 over again. 1, 2, Taylor Swift is 34. Oh my word. I love it when people help each other. You know, there's so many tricks to different things. And if you can share your tips and tricks, that's awesome. Yeah, that's true, Michelle. I look like a 77-year-old woman trying to look 27, and it's just not a good look for me. My daughter was never into the fashion things, so yes, Susan. Yes, I do. You don't have to, but I do use the back bump. I make my chain and then my first row I do in the back bump. You know, young girls have a hard time trying to figure out who they are when they change from a girl into a woman, a young woman in that time frame. They have a really tough time trying to figure out who they want to be, and they don't realize that being themselves is the best thing. Yeah. Yeah, they're not so expensive now. Taylor Swift is my grandchildren's age. Playlist for these Somebunny Sundays. Yes, Samantha does. She does have a playlist. Oh, Jordache, that was the only the other thing. 700. Oh, you are doing really well, Samantha. Guess that was another one. Okay, heading for the bottom. Young kids have trouble being themselves because they aren't sure who they are. This is true. Their hormones are popping in, and their heads going wacko, and they don't know. That's why it's so important to have guidelines for your kids growing up, so that no matter what they choose, you encourage them to choose within those guidelines. You have to give them choices, but you have to put the guidelines out there for them to choose within those guidelines. Otherwise, they wind up doing all kinds of weird things, and some of them can't be undone, and it's really detrimental. All right, let's get to the end of this because it's coming up on Pick Your Blessing time. Let's see, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful you don't count 5 here, because see, you got your window 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this isn't part of it. This is actually 10 from this pattern. So this starts 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 in this one. 5, 6, and 7. And then we do our double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, which is 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, and then we start our 7 all over again. When we get to 7, we're going to do 8, 9 is your chain, 10 is your double crochet that ends up the 10 in the last pattern, and we should have 7 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is my 7th stitch. Oh, come on. There is my 7th stitch. All righty. Now I can take this stitch marker out. I can chain 1. I'm going to flip it like a book page. You can do it the other way if you want. The main thing is just to be consistent. If you flip it backwards, flip it backwards all the time. If you flip it forward, flip it that way all the time so it's consistent. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, I can't fit in any of them. I was 5'7" and 130 pounds. And now I'm 5'6.5" and closer to 200, 180 something, close to 190. That's true, Dolly. Everything old comes back again. Guess jeans, Gloria Vanderbilt. You still have yours, Bonnie? Do you still fit in them? I don't. All right. Then the next 2 rows, or did I say 4? Let's see what we finally wound up with. 4. The next 4 rows, 7 to 10, the next 4 rows will be just double crochets, just plain double crochets. So I'm going to do my corner. What do? I pull my loop up, yarn over, go through and do a double crochet. And that's why I have this stitch that I mark. So I know when I come back, that's the one I need to pick up. And then you just double crochet all the way across. And count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 8, 9 in the chain 1, 10 in that second double crochet. And your next stitch is this first stitch of the next 10. 1. And that's what your blanket will look like. And you'll have 4 rows of just double crochet, and then you'll start your pattern again. 7 single crochet 8, double crochet 9, single crochet 10. That completes your first pattern. And then you'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and continue. Everybody got it? All right, I'm going to leave this here for you to see, and we're going to play a game. Oh, don't leave yet, Kimmy. We're going to play Pick Your Blessing. You know what I did? I think I just put it on the wrong camera. Did you get to see that at all? Did you get to see that? Probably not. I'll do it again. Okay, it's time for Pick Your Blessing. And Sunita's going to give us the magic word. And then I want you to write in a color and a weight of the yarn that you would like to win. Turning what pro? Hey, I'm learning. It just takes me a while because, you know, when I leave here, I go through a door. Cuddles! Oh, that's so cute. Bonnie, my blessing is you showing up every week and whipping people into shape and bringing goodies and yums. I look forward to seeing you here. Okay, you need to write the word cuddles, Cuddles, a color, and a weight. Just like Margie did, Arrow Lover, she wrote cuddles, green DK. And Leslie wants a DK or 4 weight with the word cuddles. Susan Burke, SC, do you still have my address? I don't know who. Oh, Scandalous Creations, Sandra Carlton, SCSC. Okay, Cuddles, variegated 4 weight. Cuddle 4-weight purple, any yarn. Okay, get them all in because Sunita's gonna spin the wheel, and then I'm gonna have to get up and see if I can find your yarn for you. Okay, we're slowing down. I have hooks. I have these bamboo hooks with the short shaft. I don't know, some of you might like the dots. They have a longer shaft. If you're happy with that, and a lot of the pencil holders like that longer shaft, but if you like a shorter shaft, I want to do another giveaway, and I will give away one of these hooks today. But let's do this first, because the second one will have to be a hook, and then you can tell me what size hook you would like. But Nori divergent strip for the disability pride strip. Yellow would give, okay, yellow, that's good. Okay, everybody put it in just once. And then we're gonna, everybody got it in? Okay. Sunita, do your magic, Froggy. Let's see who wins the yarn. Ah, Shannon. Okay. And Shannon said she would like, what Sunita will find it and put it up on the screen for me, which she's so good at doing. What did you ask for? Shannon asked for crochet a yellow 4. A yellow 4, she says. Well, I think I just happen to have a yellow 4. I do. I do. A yellow 4. Okay, Shannon, you have a choice of 2. I have here a Red Heart Super Saver in the color lemon, which is a really pretty bright yellow. And it is a 4-weight yarn, and it has, there's no dye lot to this. I like this and Karen because there's no dye lots. So when you get them, they're all going to be the same. This has 364 yards. Or I have this Premier Basic number 4 worsted weight, 100% acrylic, and it is called Lemon also, but it is a lighter, a little bit lighter yellow. This is a little bit deeper, a deeper yellow than this. I don't know, can you see clearly? Let's see if I turn this on, if this helps any, I don't know. There you can kind of see the difference. This is a little deeper yellow than this one, either one of them. Okay, so which do you prefer, my love? Shannon says, how about the Premier Basic? Oh, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. All right, my dear, this will go out to you tomorrow. You have 24 hours to send me your address. If you send it to me today, it will go out tomorrow. And I'm going to put a tag on it. And this goes out to Shannon. The Art Junkie. Crochet and Mixed Media Arts. You do a lot of different things, Hello, Joan. Welcome in. I'm so glad to see you here today. All right, I'm going to put this over here in the to-go pile because I have some bunnies that are going out tomorrow, and I'll put this away again for the next blessing. Now let's talk about hooks. Since I like these hooks, and since I have a hook in every project, I needed more hooks. So you can see I ordered some more hooks. I have 4. Well, let me start. I have a 3.5. I have a 4. I have a 4.5. And I have a 5. So you have a choice of 3.5, 4, 4.5, or 5. I don't have any 5.5 of the bamboos. I don't even think I have one. Oh, I do have one. I think this is the one that was given to me. I think I won it from Christy. I won some yarn and the hook. But I have a 3.5, a 4, a 4.5, and a 5. So if you would like to have one of these hooks with this short shaft, the shaft is only it's only 1.5 inches long. Some are 1 and 3/4. Some are 1 5/8. But this is only 1.5 inches long, and this is short also, and it's flat. It's very flat, and then it's a little thicker, but this part is still flat. And this is very short. What did I say, 1.5 inches? Yeah, just 1.5 inches. If you would like a hook, write in the chat, hook 3.5 millimeter, hook 4.4 millimeter, 4.5 millimeter, or 5 millimeter. And we'll see who wins. You don't like those hooks, that's fine. If you don't like them, send them to me. How's that? And if you give things away, the things that are good that you just can't use, then put them in a giveaway, because there is someone out there that needs a hook and needs the same hook that you're giving away, and you don't know until you ask. Okay, so if you'd like to try these hooks, write hook in the size you'd like, and haven't used any bamboo. I like the bamboo. The hook is metal, the shaft is metal, the handle is bamboo. And I like it because it's a natural, not a fiber, I guess it's a fiber, it's a natural wood, but it's got the metal hook, so I really like them. They fit my hand really well, that's why. And they don't stick out and get stuck in my blanket, my work. Now, I'm not a fond of Susan Bates, and these have a boy head on them, a boy type head on them, not a Susan Bates. So you may want to renege on your choice. Okay, am I running out of time? I love you, Sanita. Okay. Who's it from? I don't know who it's from. I just ordered it. Okay, let's call it. If you've got them in, that's good. Boy hooks. Yeah, I don't care for the Susan Bates at all. Let's see who has won. Suzanne! All right, Suzanne, congratulations to you. And what was the size of the hook that you chose? A boy hook. Yeah, I like the boys better than the Susan Bates. They're too. Oh, Suzanne, you need to send me your email ASAP so I can get it out to you tomorrow. And you would like a 4.5. Okay. Oh, you are so lucky. I just happen to have a 4.5 right here. I am going to put your name on, Suzanne. You get your email out to me, and I'll put those away for another time. And let me get a sticker so that I won't forget who this goes to. Suzanne. All right, Suzanne, you got it. All right, my time is just about up. And I want to tell you, thank you so much for coming in today. Oh, my darn computer. Get off there. Okay. This thing's going bonkers. I don't know what's wrong with it today, but I may need to take it in. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I have so much stuff, and I am 77, and I don't have enough time to use all my stuff. So why don't I give it away to someone who I know is going to like it and use it? And my family doesn't crochet, so there's no sense in me dying and having them take it because they're going to take it to Goodwill. Okay. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for loving me the way that you love me. And that makes me love you back all the more. I appreciate the fact that you come faithfully every Sunday to the cottage and eat up all these goodies so that I don't have to eat them up during the week and get even bigger than I am. I will get these things out to you. And please make sure that you have sent me your email address for the yarn, the hook, and the patterns if you want the 2 patterns. And those again are the pattern for the blanket and the pattern for the Somebunny. And if you have any questions on any of them, it doesn't make sense, email me and we'll figure it out. Oh, Michelle. That's okay. It was a good one. Shannon won yellow yarn. Okay, so I'm glad all of you survived 4th of July, and I will leave you all with the blessing. May God keep you safe, and mentally and physically, may He bring you a special blessing this week. And may you always remember that somebody loves you. I'll see you on Wednesdays.